This episode is for all of my Lego lovers out there. I'm combining bricks and every holiday with this easy to print, easy to assemble wreath. Next on Tina Tries. How fun is this? It's simple to put together, the main files for this are really easy to print, and there are so many ways to customize this. This file is by NeoRame and can be found on MakerWorld. This was printed on an H2D, an X1 Carbon, and an A1 Mini. I used red, white, green, and yellow PETG for this. The wreath and all of the baubles and locks that came with it took just under 21 hours to print and used 677 grams of filament. No other materials are required for this project, so let's check out the build. Here are the printed parts. All right, so this should be a really quick build. You can put these together however you want. You can decorate them however you want. There are different ways to attach everything together, so let's jump into it. First, I'm going to start by attaching the top two fronds together. There are different connectors that you can use. There are ones with a cutout for a nail if you're going to hang it up on your door by a nail. There's also these connectors with a little loop if you want to hang it up by a nail like that. And there is also a version that you can use like a 3M kind of strip to hang it up. So it's really up to you. Oh, you could also use a string on this one as well. This is all about your preference. These attach through the back, like so. And then you hide the hole with one of these dots. And that's it. It doesn't move because there's this nice little spacer piece here that keeps them from moving, so you do not need glue. For something that is a little bit more stable, there are also these locking pieces. So they have a key, and the little studs that go on the front have the little lock. So I'm actually going to use those ones for this. I want the one with the nail hole in it, and also it has the string attachment, so you can hook it up either way. The other ones are just regular studs for the other joints on the rest of the wreath. So I'm going to use this one with the nail hole attachment. Push that through so you can see the key part sticks out of the front, and then I'm going to use one of the ones that I printed to twist it and lock it in place. So this is definitely not going anywhere. I love this locking mechanism. So I'm just gonna attach my other fronds together in the same manner. There we go. Very cool. So these do say left and right, and I printed one too many for the right and one short on the left. Awesome. Let's put this last one on. All right. Now for the bottom one, I can put this green lock on the bottom. This flat piece stud goes on here. And this one actually has a little key that goes with it to help you turn it. And now that one is locked in place. So we have our full wreath put together. This is all locked in. It's not going anywhere. Awesome. Now comes the fun part. We just need to decorate it. So the bow here has a little peg that goes into the back. So you can put that wherever you want it. Let's see, where do I want my bow? So you just push this peg through the back into your bow. And there we go. Now my bow is attached. You can put it through this center one in the bottom if you want, but I wanted it to stay locked in place, so I'm gonna leave my lock there. Let's see, let's put some of these studs on. These are great. They slide right on. There is a little bit of a snap to it, so you know that they're not gonna come off. But if you want, you can also glue these in place. It is entirely up to you. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like it. That's very cool. There are a billion options for different decorations that you can print for this. So for instance, I printed out some little snowflakes here, which just pop right in. So one thing to watch out for is all of the attachments that are not part of the file that comes with this wreath is the sizing. So not all of the pieces are sized perfectly to fit on this wreath automatically. So you're gonna need to measure the inside of your piece where it attaches to make sure that it's the same diameter as these. That way they stay in place without falling off. So there is some sizing up and down of the little attachment pieces depending on the file. You can also decorate these for any season you want. So I have like spiders for Halloween, and these just pop right on. And turkey legs for Thanksgiving, which are really cute. It's too close to that stud. Let's see. And again, they just snap right on. They're super cute. So you can literally make this an all year round wreath and keep it on your door. There are even surfboards and waves and flowers and Easter eggs and little bunnies and Grinches and all kinds of stuff that you can print for this. It is super cute. It's really whimsical, and I love the whole idea that you can change this up for every season. Here is the finished wreath. I love the entire idea of this. I can leave it up year round and just change out my decorations to fit the holiday or whatever mood I happen to be in. It's easy to print and assemble, and it's a must-have for Lego lovers. Here are my rankings for this project. Ease of printing. This one gets an 8. For the most part, this is a slice and print file. The only changes you might need to make are adding replicates of different decorations if you want more, or you want to print them in different colors. So just switch out your filament and you can have all of the dots in whatever colors you want. You can even print all of the leaves in black and have a Halloween specific wreath, which is so fun. I definitely recommend printing this in PETG if you are going to be displaying it outdoors. PLA will fade over time and also could warp in the sun if you leave it outside. I only really started running into printing issues when I tried to print decorations that didn't come with the original wreath file. There are a lot of different variations of this wreath out there, so when you're printing the decorations, just be aware of that. Measure your wreath and the decorations that you're going to print to make sure that they're going to fit appropriately. You can size them up and down. I suggest printing them one at a time, and then you can play with the sizing and make sure that they fit before you print a whole bunch of them. Ease of assembly. This one gets a 9. It is really straightforward to put together. Make sure that you have an equal amount of left and right connectors, and everything just snaps together nicely. If you don't want to use the locking pieces and you're just going to use the brackets, you may need to use some super glue to keep everything together. So I definitely recommend using the snap and lock pieces. And you can decorate it for any holiday that you want. If you only want a Christmas wreath, cool. You can take it down, all the pieces fit together, stacked on top of each other, and they don't take up a ton of space if you're gonna put it in storage. That's gonna do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you know when videos drop. Share this video with your friends. Happy holidays, and I will see you on the next one.